Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys another doll out of my doll collection. This is Mary Poppins, made by Horsman in the 1960s. I had purchased this doll in an antique store, and I was very happy that she had most of her original parts, or most of her original clothing, and her umbrella that I'll show you in just a second. I was fortunate enough to have been able to find her in relatively good condition. I don't know much about this particular doll other than the fact that I know that she's Mary Poppins because it says so on her apron. But I would imagine that it would have come out about the time that the movie did. And she's kind of a more cheaply made doll. She's got a vinyl head and a hard plastic body and some kind of like vinyl arms, but the plastic on her is, the hard plastic is hollow. So she's not, I wouldn't say that she's a really well made doll, but she's a really good character doll. Really nicely put together. Her outfit is this blue coat, and it's got a little bit of raggedy edges to it, but all the pictures that I was able to locate did show her in this outfit. So, and I do know that the dress underneath, of course, is definitely hers. She's got on this little purple cotton dress, and then the apron goes over the top of that, and then it ties in a little bow in the back. And she's in really good shape. Her hair is a little bit on the dry side, but because she's wearing this hat, it kind of covers up the fact that it's kind of dry. But in the back here, may have sustained a little bit of a haircut, but I think if it's curled, it will look just fine. I'm not even sure what her hairstyle would be. If anybody has this edition of the Mary Poppins from the 60s, and wouldn't mind sharing a picture or a video of, just so I can get an idea of what somebody else's Mary Poppins looks like, please leave that in the comments for me. Her hat is kind of made out of like a little felt material, and it's got these typical flowers that they use in a lot of the dolls' hair from the 50s and the 60s. This one, it actually happens to still be attached to the ponytail somehow, so that makes it kind of nice that it was not lost, because usually those are the pieces off of the dolls that they usually get lost. And her bow is still on as well, so these little pieces are usually the ones that fall off and get lost from the doll. I don't know what her shoes would be, if she would have been wearing some little flats or some heels or some little boots. I don't know. So in the pictures I wasn't able to see what she would be wearing on her feet. Her markings, I believe, are probably not there, and this is one of the things that if she had not been wearing her apron, it might have been a little bit hard to distinguish what doll she is. There is a marking there, but I'm not too sure what that marking is. So on her waist, then, this is just a hard plastic doll, so it's not like she is made all that well. So I don't think that there's any markings anyplace else other than those little markings on the back of her head. So like I said, if she was missing her clothing, it would be pretty difficult to place who she is, because it's not like you know, a marking is a really nice thing for a doll collector to be able to find out a year and who the maker is. So she is missing that. She did come with her umbrella, and I'm quite sure that this is the umbrella that she was sold with, just because it is showing a lot of age, but it matches her outfit. Now what's supposed to happen with this, and right now it's not on the actual the outside edge there, but I'll see if I can hold it open. I usually store the umbrella because this is one of those parts that would get lost or any more damaged than it already is. Up here at the top, it's pretty damaged, but you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like. It's pretty cute. It's made out of like a plastic vinyl material. Pretty well made, except for the fact that the little parts on the umbrella should be sticking in. There's these little loopy holes right here made out of metal, and so those stick in there, but they're not solidly in there, so they come out quite easily. So I usually just store this umbrella next to her if I don't have her on the shelf. If I do have her on the shelf, of course, I do the best I can to try to cover the fact that this is it's quite a bit damaged at the top, but still in pretty good shape for being from the 60s. So this is Mary Poppins. If anybody has a Mary Poppins, wouldn't mind sharing the Mary Poppins in a video or a picture, please leave that in the comments for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.